Hello everyone and welcome back. In previous video we stopped on views actually. So I checked it out. There wasn't a problem with my code actually. There was a problem with the file that I created. It wasn't running on this SQL Server management. This is why it wasn't working. So, and a little bit more problem. So let's go ahead and create new query. So you have the code create or alert view. Okay, the code was correct, but there was an issue. We were using we were actually using two commands. First one was create or alert. Sorry, I'm not why I'm saying alert here. Create or alter view. The view name as select first name, last name, salary, department ID from employees where salary is bigger than 50 or any thousand. Then we should use go, and then we should select the view. So let me just check it out. Is there any view? Okay, if I execute this, you see there is nothing here because we don't have that much. Let me just okay. You see the result here, but result is in another place more. If you expand this views, you see high salary employees. So I reversed this because I wanted to get the output, but we can put any name here. And also if we remove this or we're gonna have a problem because this view exists. If I put the name, if I change the name or put one in here and then I execute it, why my refresh doesn't work. Labels, okay, and views. You're gonna have the second one, but if I use create or alter the view, it's gonna be saved as a new file with the old name. So let's open this view. So you can save the result in view like this. Okay, let's go ahead and go to next one, store procedures. I'm gonna read a detail of it, then I'm gonna explain why we needed store procedures. A store procedure is a precompiled collection of SQL statements stored in database. It accepts input parameters, contains contains business logic. Can return output parameters or result sets. Store procedures improve performance through execution plan caching, enhance security by encapsulating database access, and promote code. This is a store procedure. But why we use this store procedures? I'm gonna go with sorry, let me just comment this. Store procedures used in databases because if you wanna request a comment every time you should request it. But procedures save. We had a view here, you saved it in views. But a sub procedure saves and keep the data, make it safer, and you can send input and you will get the output, and it has better caching, and you'll see the result. It's not something big. It's just a query, it's been saved, you can give input and you will get result. Inputs, actually, it's not one. You can get the results and it will be saved and it will cache. So you will not have problem about that. So let's go and create our first procedure. Create procedure. So I'm going to create procedure. I'm going to name it get employees by department. So in this procedure, I'm gonna give two parameters. One is department ID as an int, and I'm gonna do one employee count as int in output. So let's go ahead. So we have two parameters here. As begin. So we'll begin coding here. I'm gonna select first name, last name, and salary from employees were department ID is equal to department ID. So this is one select, and then I'm gonna get the employee counts. I'm gonna go with select employee count is equal to count all from employees where department ID it's equal to department ID. So I'm gonna get the counts and I'm gonna get the departments here. Let's end it here and let's go execute this procedure. Execution, it's in SQL Server, you execute it like this. You execute the name here. Oh. Execute this. So we have department ID. I'm gonna set it to 1, and we have employee count. I'm gonna set it to let me just check this. Employee count. I'll set it to employee count. Output. So this is kind of a store procedures. So easy one. Nope. Okay, let me execute this. So command completed successfully. So let's go and see the store procedures. Where was it? Database diagrams, external resource. Let me see. Nope. We can find it somewhere in here. Let me refresh it. It should be saved, but tables, databases, table diagrams. It's not in views. I'm missing it already. Okay, it's the store procedures here. For one before, but this is the store procedure that we have. Look here, we have department ID and employee count as a parameters here. So let me execute it. Department ID like 1, and you see what happened there. Let's go execute it again. You will see I'm gonna give the department ID, and you see the information's here. So store procedures, it's pre-compiled codes actually. It's been compiled and you can use it after that. It's compiled code. This is the store procedure. It's compiled code, you can use it. After that, it can cache the data, and it's faster and more secure, and you can save it in your project. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna put all of them in one line so I have a space to use. Okay, let's go to functions. So in an SQL Server, you can create a function like programming a program. You can create a function. It's looks like that, and you can give them input and you can get the output. So you can create a function and do functional things there and return the data. So let's go with two examples. One of them is scalar and one of them is table viewed. So let's see what is different between two. I'm gonna go with create a function. I'm gonna name it calculate bonus of the employees. So I'm gonna give them a salary as a parameter here, like this with decimal input. It's gonna be 10 to 2. And next one is bounce percent. I'm looking. Bounce %. I'm gonna go through with this one, exact same as decimal here. So I created a function, and you should return it as what you want. This is different between scalar and table view. So I'm gonna return it. I'm gonna return it as decimal. So I'm gonna return this. Let's go ahead and type our query here. I'm gonna return salary bounce % divided by 100, and I'm gonna end it here. Let's just put it back here. So I'm gonna use the function to get back the date. Sorry, I'm gonna use the select to get back the returns the data. I'm gonna go with select first name, last name from, I'm gonna get it for employee, or first name and salary. You don't need all of the datas. And I'm gonna go with DBO dot using functions. I'm gonna give salary as input and bonus % 10% as bonus from employees. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Let's execute this one. Why it's not working? Let's copy this and put it a new query. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go with company DB, and then I'm gonna use this. first we should create the function, then we can use it. So the function created, so we can see the functions here. It's SQL. This is the function. So this is our function, and then we can select it. So I'm gonna comment this code here, and let's go see what happens. Okay, we calculated the bonus of each employee, 10% of bonus, like giving a bonus. So we can create the functions here and return it as whatever we created here. It's decimal. Then you can select it. It's like this. You can create functions, you can calculate things, and you can do what you want here. So let's go and test another one with returning tables. Actually, again, we do create function, get employees by salary, and I'm gonna put the minimum parameter here, like minimum salary, again as decimal, 10 I'm going to return table here. So in previous one we should select it, actually select first name, last name, the salary, everything, and then we return what we want. But in this one we don't need to select all of them, we just select the function and give them inputs. So returns the table, so let's go and return so I'm gonna go with select first name, last name, that's correct, salary from employees, the salary it's greater or equal to, means salary. So this is our function here, we don't need to select anything again, all the select is here. So let's execute this one too, comment successfully. Okay, let's refresh it. Oh, it's in table. Okay, we have the function here. So I'm gonna comment this. So now you can just call it select all from BDO dot get employees by salary. I'm gonna put the salary to 400. It's just return what I want. So you see, the function works. If I put it, I'm gonna maximize it. You see, you just called the function, nothing else. Okay, this is the functions, but you can do everything you want. You can give any inputs or any type, not any type of output, any type of inputs, and you can do whatever you want in there. So let me just put this one here for functions. I'm gonna save the file to use it later. Let's go. I'm gonna close this one. Stop. No. Okay. And I'm gonna keep this file, save it. This is the running, and okay, let's go for next one. So let's get to next one. Trigger. A trigger is a special store procedure that automatically executes in response to a specified database events like insert, update, delete. DML triggers run on data modifications. They can be after triggers, execute after events, or inside of the trigger, replace the triggering action. And triggers can have access to inserted and deleted virtual tables by containing affected rows. So I'm gonna go with example here. To see what happened. I'm gonna create a trigger here. I'm gonna name it trigger employees alerts. So I'm gonna work with the table employees, and I'm gonna do it after insert and update. So query is gonna run after insert and update. Let's go as begin. So I'm gonna insert into audit log, and I'm gonna put table name here. And then I'm gonna use action. Then I'm gonna change date. I should run actually to see what happens. So the values is like this. So the table name here, it's the table we're gonna use it here. It's employees, but you should put it as string here. And after that, we should use case here. We want to check if exist and select. So let's go ahead. When exists select all from deleted, then I'm going to use action here as a string again, update, else insert, and then I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna get date and end it again. Okay, let's see what happens. Let me just set it like this. It's gonna be better. More prettier, kind of. Let's execute it. Syntax here. Nope. Let me just check the problem. Create trigger, tier G, underline employees, audit, on employees, insert. After insert, update as began, insert into audit log. Audit log. Everything is correct. I'm gonna just check something here. No, it's not like that. Something is not correct here. Oh, we didn't create audit log actually, sorry. Let me just create this. I'm just checking what is the problem here. So, we didn't create the audit. Sorry. I forgot to create this one. I thought we have it, but we don't have it. Sorry, I have this source code, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it. I'm gonna create a table of audit logs. I forgot to create it before. I thought I have it, but I don't have it. It's type of int. and it's gonna be varchar. Let's put it on 15. Record ID it's int, and because we don't know the value type, I'm gonna make it maximum. Change date, I'm gonna put it in date time here, and it's gonna be more. I'm gonna put it in 150. I thought I have this table, actually I don't have it. That's the problem. Let's see the tables. Oh, that looks, yeah, that's fine. Let's get back here. Table name. Audit log. Oh, it's showing DBO. Alright. Let's see, what is the problem? Problem is this, I think. Oh, I hate you. Okay, let's go ahead here and see comment completely successfully. Okay, let's see the audit logs. Just one. Hate it. Okay. So let's insert, where is it? Let's insert something into employee. Triggers here. Let's insert something. 666. Put it, whatever is that. Okay. Action is update in the insert. Can we use it like this? No. Oh, okay. So let's execute this one. See here, 2 rows affected. So when you create a trigger on update or delete or insert or anything, you have it here. The trigger has been created, and after that, audit log. it's gonna it's gonna save it on audit logs. You don't do anything. So the triggers, it's gonna be saved here in here, but oh, programmability, yeah, triggers, store procedures. Nope, functions, no. Nope. It's gonna be saved in some folders here. But let me clear that when you create a trigger like this, the trigger stay as in your SQL Server. When you do any insert or any update here, the trigger will be start and save what happens, like insert or update, into audit log. So you should create a table like this. So I have audit log here. And it's gonna do it after any insert or any update. You don't need to if I wanted to do normally, I had to insert another record after inserting employees and set it and put everything in new insert to save it in audit table. But when you create a trigger, it's gonna do it automatically, so you don't need to save it every time. You don't need to you don't need to execute any update or save or any changes in your database with 2 comments. So when you insert an employees, the insert command information, it's gonna be saved in the table audit log automatically. You don't need to insert it. If I wanted to do normally, it's gonna be insert into audit log. What do we have? Audit ID, it's identity, table name, action. I have to do like this. But when you create a trigger, you don't need to do that. So when you insert or update anything in employees, it's gonna save it as an audit log. You need to have a table to save changes. You can put the delete here. After insert, you can put delete. Or even the procedure. Everything you put here, it's gonna trigger and save it. So the triggers are in somewhere, I cannot find it now. It's gonna save it into, I think, agents. It just trigger will be saved in server object here, triggers. So it's empty. I think I should refresh it. It's not saver DMO. Just refresh it here. Tables. Put it in employees. Statistics, columns, contains, triggers. Yeah, it's saved here. So you have the trigger always in your table. You don't need to do it every time. It's not just saving the data. It's not just about the saving the data or logs. When you create a trigger, sometimes like imagine you have two tables. One of them is employees and one of them is salary. So there are two different tables. So you want to create a record for salary automatically after creating the employee. So you don't need to every time insert. In this case you can insert it automatically. So this is about triggers. So let me just put it back on the file that we have in here. Okay, I'm gonna go with triggers. Okay, let me just check the timing of video. 48 minutes. So okay, I think we can go further. So next one, we are going through the more advanced comments. Sorry. We're gonna go with common table expressions, or CTs. A CTE is a temporary named result set that you can reference within a select, insert, update, or delete statement if exists only during query executions. CTEs improve code readability for complex queries and enable recursive queries for data travels like organizations, charts, bills, or materials. Unlike subqueries, CTs can be referenced multiple times within the same query. So it's like subquery, but you can call it easily and faster, and multiple times in the select. So let's go. It's like this with employee. I'm gonna name it just You name it anything you want. As let's go for the queries. I'm just reading it. What is it? But I think it's easier to find out what is CTE in this case doing when we code it. So select employee ID, first name, last name, no, manager ID, let's create a table manager here. So put it int worker. I'm changing it in the views because I'm not gonna waste the time, but if you want to do it in code, you should actually run the comments. Manager ID, okay, it's that we have manager table, and let's go for employees. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put manager ID here, set as int, and let's go ahead. So I create a manager table, just ID and name. So every employer have a manager. Let me just check the name is correct or not. Let's refresh it. Manager ID. Okay. And 0 as level, from employees, the manager ID is null. So it's gonna check that, and union all that we had it in previous video. Select e dot employee ID, e dot first name, e dot manager ID, it's equal to eh dot manager, eh dot employee ID, and I'm gonna join it, inner join with the whole search here, eh on e dot manager ID, edge dot employee ID. So inner join it. So let's put something on manager name. Python here. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have here. I'm gonna select all from employee, this order by level and first name. So it's gonna return error because we don't have level here, but I'm gonna put it out. So let's execute it. And 6 employee ID, e dot employee ID, e dot first name, e dot manager ID, and this line, e dot employee ID, e dot first name, e dot manager ID, e dot h dot level plus 1 from employees. I'll explain what was wrong here. I didn't select it. Okay, let's go to manager. No, let's go to employees actually. Then I'm gonna name your level. I'm gonna put it on something like end. It's not because of that, but I'm gonna put it. What is wrong? From employees. Okay. Manager ID 0. Okay. Level 3. I'm gonna go to employees. Let me just add some items here. I'm gonna put the manager ID. We need level. Not in this case, but we need it. So let's execute it one more time. Okay. We have 2 manager IDs. Sorry, we have 2 employees by manager ID here. And let's go here. I'm gonna change something here. Where's the query was here? Okay. Manager ID is null. Something like e dot employee ID, e dot first name, e dot manager ID, eh dot level plus 1. from employees inner join on manager ID and it's equal to something is not correct here. Let me wrote the code before. Something is not typed correctly here. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. I thought it's not. So, let's see what we have here. Employees. So we have 2 employees here. What it returns here? Employee ID 4 and 12. 4. No. 12. No. Okay. We select the employees here that they don't have manager. Means the managers are null. They don't have any manager here. Oops, just put all of them here. I'm gonna use it here. Okay, the managers are null. We're selecting the employee ID, first name, and trigger ID, manager ID and level here. So when I execute it, it's gonna return the information of the employees that they don't have the manager. So it's like subquery. So we created a select here from employees, and we use it with this function. It's a union select here between 2 selects. So actually we can do it. Okay. Actually, we use it here. So where the manager ID is null, it will return. Then I'm gonna go with manager ID is equal to 1. That one was a work. Okay. The difference in this case, with the differences in CTs, actually, the differences are that you can create a subquery here and use it multiple times. It's not just like use it one time the CTEs can execute multiple times. Like this. I'm gonna put another select here. I think yes, employee ID first name. I'm gonna go for the last name here. Get manager ID. Last name. I think we don't need that. Oh, what happens here? No. Just forgot something. Okay. I was just testing something, but it works. Nope, it's not working. Because of last name here, yeah, I should put it like okay. It's like that. The CTs doesn't usually works in normal projects when you wanna return the data for charts, bills, or matters like that. You will select like this. So it's same as subquery that we had it in previous video, but you can run it multiple times in same query actually. But in subqueries you should use the select in subquery, but you can use the type of CTs here multiple times in the same query. You don't need to create subqueries every time. Okay. I'm gonna let me check the timing of video. Whoa. Okay, it's 1 hour. In previous video I didn't say some beginnings. We need databases for the project. I'm gonna go something for the beginners. I didn't say it in first part. We use databases for the project to store data. So in this case we're using SQL Server, and each database contains tables that you created, so we can change the names of tables. Some you should not use some items here. This is why I show you the employees here. No design. So when you put some words like level, it's gonna show it like this, because level, it's kind of comment. When you're using comments, it's in the comments. Level, it's like this. Like, it's like this. Where it's like this. You cannot use this in your table. You can actually use it, but when you're coding, sometimes you cannot get this. You will have a problem with these fields. So you should not use the comments words in the table. It's like that. So this is why I put the level here, because it's not look like that. You cannot use this word, but you can use it like this. You can put it in brackets, and there's no any problem here. But maybe in some coding, because you not always use the SQL Server to sometimes you always you don't use just the SQL Server. You need the programming system. In coding, you may have some problems, and don't use the items like this in your table structure, because it's gonna be on bracket, and you may not use the bracket in your coding. It can be used, but it's better not to use that. So the previous video was 2 hours. It took, I think, a long time to upload, and I'm gonna finish it here and put it on next video. Put others on next video. We have 40 more than, I think, 44 or 45 sections to go with it, and from now on the queries or comments we use, it's more advanced, and it's gonna take longer. That I'm gonna reduce the video times to have more so let me just sound off. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the time of videos to have more queries, to focus more on the queries, to see what happens, because from now on it's advanced level and we have long to go. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it, and I'm gonna put the comments. So let me just copy this. Let me just copy it. Don't need to copy. And I'm gonna put it here. I'll put all the SQL file in the videos, so you can have the comments. So thank you so much for watching this video. We have a long to go. From now on we're going to advanced level. Everything you want to ask, you can ask me in comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. We have long to go. From now on it's more advanced. so it's gonna take longer. I'm gonna make the videos kind of shorter than previous videos to work more on comments. So again, I'm saying thank you so much for all of your support. Your support means like, comment, subscribe, and hitting the bell. And thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it. See you in the next video.